Butterfly effect. This has been a point of debate for many centuries and many to come, yet we are still unsure of what it entails despite its immense role in modern society, science, and even business. However, as time passes, more misconceptions arise from people who have not properly understood what the theory is supposed to represent. Therefore, I present this video as an unbiased and simplified overview of the butterfly effect to the best of my abilities. Your feedback in the comment section will do me a huge favor in improving these videos. Also, before this video starts, I'd like to credit fs.blog's blog on the butterfly effect, as it's a huge inspiration to the making of this video. Huge thanks to my friends as well who have helped me with this video, and without further ado, let's begin. As we may know, the butterfly effect was named after the popular analogy used by the creator of the butterfly effect, Edward Lorenz. The analogy, which is about a butterfly flapping its wings creating a tornado in another location, was how this theory was put up to much debate. The problem with this analogy is that it is simply impossible for a butterfly to create a tornado, but it is possible for small chains of events to be elevated into an extremely chaotic one, with huge after effects in the future. However, we are still unable to track which small event in the real world, whether one or many, have been linked to major events that have played out, since it is unrealistic and confusing at many times. As a result, we come to a standstill, for we are unable to accurately predict how each small event will affect the grand scheme of things. With this, let's move on to the butterfly effect's role in the popular movie A Sound of Thunder. The movie A Sound of Thunder follows the main character Eccles, who goes back in 65 million years to kill a dinosaur. However, he accidentally steps on the butterfly because he goes off course, which causes the present 2025 to change into a world of different new languages and dictatorship. With this movie, we're able to understand more about how time and the butterfly effect are interconnected. Time, as you know it, must be, I quote from fs.blog's, non-reversible progression of entropy, which also means disorder. What this means in simple English is that time will constantly go forward, and things from the smallest of photons to galaxies will inevitably become more chaotic and disrupted, since we cannot reverse the effects. This heavily ties in with the butterfly effect, since they are both talking about the effects of our small actions leading to large and more chaotic events in the long run. But what is this supposed to mean in the economy and businesses? A difference between 10 cents can change a person's thoughts on investing in your product. Many companies have taken note of this phenomenon, allowing us to see many products with 99 cents at the back of the price tag, so as to trick the customers into buying these products. In a way, this is one of the methods how businesses use the butterfly effect in our everyday lives. Well, how does this work? From a business point of view, the small change of the prices on the product can help convince their buyers to either purchase the product or ignore it. The small change can result in the company going into debt or succeeding from their choice, with the rewards in the millions. After all, they do say a small action goes a long way. However, at the same time, the company is also incapable of properly predicting how their sales will grow. The problem is that if the company makes a small error in its calculations, the changes will vary due to the butterfly effect. With the application in businesses, we can further understand what the butterfly effect really is. Let's move on to the butterfly effect versus the chaos theory. The butterfly effect and chaos theory are two very similar topics which are actually tied together. However, what are the differences and similarities? The butterfly effect, as we know it, is how a small event or action can escalate and disrupt entropy over the arrow of time, causing a much larger consequence to occur. On the other hand, the chaos theory means that randomness does have similarities and patterns despite how different it seems. Even though these two fields of study are different in definition, the butterfly effect, which creates much disarray, is linked to the chaos theory. And if these two were to be true, a small event would create entropy, which still has repetition. In simpler words, small things make big things which have organization. In conclusion, we can tell that the butterfly effect is a very important field of study in our everyday lives. From businesses to movies, it's inevitable that we will come across the butterfly effect, since it's so essential, maybe even bring a fundamental law in the universe. However, with much debate and speculation on this topic, we are unable to come up with a solid conclusion on this topic, and hence we only can say that it is real, but whether what we predict in our mathematics and science is related to reality, nobody knows, since it's not proven yet. With this, I would once again like to credit my friends in fs.blog for helping the creation of this video, and please feel free to comment down below on your thoughts and tips for my video making. Thanks for watching.
Alright, let's go. I run off the track but I'm set in the pace. Got more cards up my sleeve like an ace. I spell treble but all I need is bass. Got a problem then say it to my face. Yeah, Untitled was a joke but this the real.